Have you ever heard of a man who jumped from a ship into the ocean for his country's freedom? This is the story of Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, also known as VEER Savarkar. He was a thinker, he was a writer, he was a fierce revolutionary. His life was a whirlwind of action and ideas. He dreamt of a free India strong and united. Savarkar's journey is one of incredible courage and deep controversy. He dedicated his entire existence to the cause of India's independence. His story is not simple, it is filled with twists and turns that make us think. Savarkar was born on May 28, 1883 in a small village near Nashik, Maharashtra. Even as a young boy, he was deeply moved by the stories of India's past glory. He read about great warriors like Shivaji Maharaj and the heroes of the 1857 uprising. These tales ignited a fire within him. He saw the British rule as an injustice that needed to be fought. His heart burned with a desire to see his motherland free from foreign domination. This early passion was not just a fleeting emotion, it became the driving force of his entire life, pushing him towards a path of revolution and sacrifice that few would dare to walk. At just 16 years old, Savarkar formed a secret society with his friends. They called it the Mitra Mela Band of Friends. This was not just a club for boys, it was a group dedicated to the idea of armed rebellion against the British. They swore oaths to fight for India's freedom until their last breath. In 1906, Savarkar received a scholarship to study law in London. This was a turning point in his life. He was now at the heart of the British Empire, the very power he wanted to destroy. But he did not go there to become a lawyer for the British. He went there to learn their weaknesses, and to organize a revolution from within their own territory. London became the new headquarters for his freedom struggle. He quickly connected with other Indian students, and with activists who shared his passion. He transformed India House, a student residence, into a buzzing hub of revolutionary activity, a place where the dream of a free India was nurtured. From London, Savarkar established the Free India Society. It was more than just a debating club, it was a training ground for revolutionaries. He taught his followers how to make bombs, he taught them how to use weapons, he wrote fiery pamphlets, he wrote articles that were smuggled back to India. He wanted to build an international network of support for India's independence. His most famous book, The Indian War of Independence, 1857, was written during this time. The British were so afraid of its power that they banned it even before it was published. But it was printed secretly and became a Bible for Indian revolutionaries. Savarkar's activities did not go unnoticed. He was a wanted man. The British police were watching his every move. His revolutionary work led to the assassination of a British official in London by Madan Lal Dhingra. Savarkar openly praised Dhingra's sacrifice. That made him a prime target for the authorities. In 1910, he was arrested in London on charges of sedition and conspiracy. While the ship, the SS Morea, was docked at the port of Marseille in France, Savarkar made a daring escape. He squeezed through a porthole. He jumped into the cold waters of the Mediterranean Sea. He swam towards the French coast, hoping to claim political asylum. However, he was captured by French police and illegally handed back to the British. This dramatic escape captured the world's imagination and cemented his reputation as Veer, the brave one. After his capture, Savarkar was sentenced to 2 life imprisonments, totaling 50 years. He was sent to the most dreaded prison, the cellular jail in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Kalapani, Black Waters, a name that struck fear into the hearts of all Indians, a place from which no one was expected to return. The conditions were brutal, back-breaking labor, solitary confinement, cruel torture. The goal: break their spirit completely. Savarkar faced the ultimate test of endurance, yoked to an oil mill like an animal under the scorching sun, food infested with insects, medical care almost non-existent. He witnessed unimaginable cruelty. Many political prisoners lost their minds. Many took their own lives. Yet Savarkar refused to be broken. He became a source of strength. He organized strikes. He taught prisoners to read. He taught prisoners to write, keeping minds sharp and hopes alive. Years of isolation reshaped his thinking, scratching verses onto the cell wall with a nail. After his release from jail in 1924, Savarkar was placed under house arrest in Ratnagiri for another 13 years. He was forbidden from participating in politics. During this time, he focused on social reform. He fought tirelessly against the caste system. He fought tirelessly against untouchability. He organized community dinners where people from all castes ate together. He built temples that were open to everyone, regardless of their caste. He believed that for India to be strong, its society had to be united and free from these old, divisive practices. When he was finally freed from all restrictions in 1937, Savarkar re-entered the political arena. He became the president of the Akhil Bharat Hindu Mahasabha. He was a vocal critic of the Indian National Congress, particularly what he saw as its appeasement of Muslim interests. He argued for a strong, militarized India. He promoted his vision of Hindutva as the cultural and national identity of the country. His political stance was uncompromising, and it often put him at odds with other major leaders of the freedom struggle, including Mahatma Gandhi. One of the darkest clouds over Savarkar's legacy is his alleged involvement in the assassination of Mahatma Gandhi in 1948. He was arrested and charged as a co-conspirator in the case. The court eventually acquitted him due to a lack of evidence, but the accusation left a permanent stain on his reputation. For his detractors, this event confirmed their view of him as a promoter of divisive and violent politics. For his supporters, it was a political conspiracy designed to silence a powerful and inconvenient voice. The truth remains shrouded in debate. Today, Veer Savarkar's legacy is more relevant than ever. He is seen by many as a great nationalist hero, a visionary who foresaw the challenges that modern India would face. Whether you see him as a hero or a controversial figure, one thing is certain. Veer Savarkar's journey is a powerful and essential chapter in the epic story of India's struggle for independence.